Shaquan Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Shaquan Show, the only place where normalcy is not necessary, but flourishing within your means is. I'm so glad that you have chosen to join in with me today. And guess what? It is because I'm not married to myself, 11th year wedding anniversary. I have my husband / producer on with me.
Greetings.
Is it like husband, sir? Producer.
Husband, producer,
Husband,
dad, husband.
Yeah, producer, dad, husband.
Shaquan Show.
We usually have something planned for our anniversary, and this year we decided to talk about the things that we have learned over this past 11 years. So let me tell you why this is exciting for me. So not only is it our 11th anniversary, but also the kid just graduated. And I said that is probably the best gift that I could receive this year. And Wayne agreed too. So like literally.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And once when we came out the other morning when he was getting ready to go to his last day of school, we didn't even realize it was his last day of school. And we looked at each other and we just high-fived, like, we made it.
Shaquan Show.
I thought that it would be kind of cool if we just shared some of the things that we have learned over this past 11 years. And also, it does not feel like it's been 11 years. Altogether, it's been like 17 or 18. I think it's
20. I think it was actually 16 years.
So 2007?
Yeah, what's the math?
Or 2000?
Can't think.
No, because I was 06.
7. Yeah, 16 years.
Okay.
It's been 16 years.
He's the numbers guy.
Yeah, so where'd you get the things from?
Okay, so good. Yeah, thanks. See, this is why I need him on the show, because by myself, I'm a hot mess. I'll be all over the place. And I would have probably stopped this like 3 or 4 times and started over. But having him on here helps me to stay on track and gives me structure. So what I decided to do was Google the top things that people decide is most important in a marriage. We know per social media, everything is a goal and you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, we don't do all that. So he doesn't know these. I'm just going to share them and then we'll jump into them. And you can let me know too, babe, if you agree or disagree. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Marry a person who makes a great wedding guest. Agree or disagree?
I could agree with that.
I'm going to have to say hard yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That knows what time, when it's time to go. Is a people watcher. I mean, if that's your thing, that's my thing. And yeah, knows when it's time to go.
I love weddings. I love. Like, I love seeing people like profess their love to one another. I'm gonna be with you to the end, one nation under God. No, I'm here for the dancing. If the wobble comes on, it's over. I'm dancing every single time. And that might be the only song that I dance to, but that's it.
I mean, I think my favorite part about weddings is you get to see people make the vows, and depending on how close you are to them, you can kind of, I want to say hold them accountable, but in the sense that I could say, hey, I was there. You made a promise, before me, before us, and before God. So yeah, there's a couple of friends that I've reminded that, especially in their marital journeys, like, hey, you promised, you promised your wife, you promised God, and you low-key kind of promised me too, because I was there. So
I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so deep, guys. Yeah, no, but that's true though. Like, I bought a gift, so I'm gonna need y'all to like stay together. Then we splitting up my gift. You know what I'm saying?
Shaquan Show.
Marry someone that you don't have to close the door when you pee.
So that depends, cause okay.
All right.
Does your pee smell like ammonia? Have you been drinking water? Yeah. No, but that's true. It's like a level of intimacy where you can do those things. I think that there's boundaries though, because if it's solid waste, yeah, I need you to crack that door and turn the fan on and warn somebody. But I could agree with that. Yeah, I think I could agree with that. Yeah. What about you?
I'm not closing the door. I mean, I have the courtesy to close the door should another event be happening. But yeah, no. I could pee with the door open. It's not weird.
But what is weird is how you could do that, but then also you need privacy when you like just like weird, which I
No, but
get.
I don't think it's weird for me. Is it weird? It's weird for you.
But it's like it's either weird or it's not weird.
I don't. I'm. You know, I am very free. It's just pee.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and there should be a level of intimacy that you can do those things. But I think there's still boundaries because anything further than that, I'm gonna need you to like close the door and it's pretty.
I don't know. I say after 11 years, there's some things that we've been through that's like, bro, if this is it, like, all right.
Mm. Shaquan Show.
All right, number three. Number three says it's okay to go to bed mad.
Hmm. Mm.
Mm,
So I quick answer is I disagree. The longer answer is that it's complicated. So I guess I could agree with going to bed mad if you have already determined a time that you're going to discuss the issue. So
okay.
if you said, I've actually heard it said that you don't necessarily have to hash everything out immediately right there and then, but you should at least discuss a time when you can hash things out so that this way, if there is a somebody is steaming and you probably shouldn't talk right now because you're going to say things that you don't mean, then it's probably better to put a pause, get some air, but definitely, at least in the moment, determine a appropriate time to be able to actually hash things out.
Yeah.
So in that case, I could see like, hey, I just need some space in terms of like, because I'm gonna say something I don't mean, or I need to think about the situation, but at least discuss a time to go
Talk it out.
go and talk it out. So yeah, if that means going to bed mad because we're scheduled to have a discussion about this thing, tomorrow afternoon, then it's like, okay, I can see that. But if you're going to bed mad and you're just like,
Just mad.
yeah, just mad with no intentions of being unmad, then that's where it can become. I can't agree with that.
Unmad. That's a vocab word.
Nah,
Unmad.
I just couldn't think of anything else to say.
So I was actually thinking about this one, and I can remember probably one time, and I think it was like when we first moved here. So it had to be at least been like 5 years ago. I don't recall what I was mad about, but I am truly spoiled, y'all, because like for those of you that know Wayne knows that he doesn't get mad. If he does, he definitely does not show it. But I've never had to really endure him being upset with me. So I'm a total brat.
Shaquan Show.
I recalled the one time that I got upset. I don't know what I was upset about, but it was like full on silent treatment. And I look back and it's so messed up because he doesn't deserve that. You really don't. And so I don't know what I was mad about, but I'm sure it was something petty. And I think the next day we made a vow. Like I told you to not let me go to bed upset again. Like always make me talk about it.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds crazy, like, yeah, some people may look at it as a boundary issue or whatever, but that's something that I wanted him to hold me accountable to. And I can't think of, at least from 5 years ago, like the last time that I got mad and didn't talk to you.
Yeah, and that's a discussion. That's still a part of a discussion that was had,
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
think at least that communication piece is important. That, okay, hey, I am agreeing that no matter how I feel, I need for you to make me talk about it. It's like, okay, and so I could even reference that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But whether it's, hey, I need you to give me time, or no, make me talk about it. Whatever it is, that conversation should be had because it's a communication.
Yeah.
So
I think I'll add too that we're hardly upset with each other because we talk all the time. So I think that we don't even give each other an opportunity to be upset, or if either one of us wanted to be upset about something, it never comes to full fruition because we're always talking, and
Yeah.
so it always leaves for opportunity to talk about whatever may be bothering.
Right.
You
Before
know,
it turns into a blow up.
yeah, and we don't have those either. Praise the
Because we
Lord.
talk.
Oh, because we talk.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
Shaquan Show.
This one says some years will just suck. Now, there's the science of like the 7-year itch or whatever, or like, oh, the first year is usually the toughest, or yeah, I think I've always heard the first, second, and seventh year are like the hardest years. And as I was looking back, I cannot think of a hard year with you. Like I can't think of a hard year in our marriage. So you know what? So okay, I think there's two ways to look at this. There's a hard year with the person, and then there's a hard year of circumstances, like happenings, things that have just been happening around us. And I think this last year and a half has probably been the hardest. Yeah, I think that this has been the hardest year and a half of our life, almost 2 years of our life. Was it 2020 or 2021 that was just like, okay, what the hell? Like, what is up? It just started kind of snowballing. And then into this year, it's just been, I mean, like, praise God, we're in the clear.
Yeah, I agree that some of the years will just suck, but they don't have to suck in your marriage. So there's already so much adversity and circumstances that come up that we don't have to be against each other. It'd be better to at least have an ally in the situation, because life is hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's already so hard. So like, if we at least can be for each other, then we can get through it together.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the idea.
I think we learned early on how to deal with confrontation. And for the most part, people believe that people carry confrontation with a negative connotation. I know.
Yeah.
Ours.
No. Yeah.
But yeah,
Shaquan Show.
you and I are partnering to confront the issue, but it doesn't mean like we should be against each other. Like neither one of us wins. I always say, I talk about this all the time, but when we don't confront the issue, to me it's like the enemy coming into your house and having a seat on the couch with popcorn. Like, what, you just gonna let her, like, she got an attitude, you know what I'm saying? Things ain't been the same since when, you know what, you should go do your own thing. And he doesn't do enough.
Just instigating.
Instigating.
Yeah.
And so when conflict and confrontation goes undone, unsettled, or hashed out, I feel like it gives way to the enemy. And we've been blessed to catch that early on.
Yeah. I don't remember who said it, but I've heard it said, don't fight with each other, fight for each other. So
Correct.
So there's going to be a fight, but you just need to choose who your enemy actually is. And if you are convinced that the person that you vowed to live with forever, to do this life with, is for you, or you're with them, then you don't need to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good segue, because the next one on the list was figuring out how to fight is key.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's one. Yeah. It's kind of one in the same. Some years are hard. It's one in the same. Some of the years are hard. But they don't have to be hard you can get through them if you know how to fight well.
Yeah. Another praise God moment. We've never been in a fight. So I know it sounds crazy and not normal, but it's true. It's true. Like, Wayne has never yelled at me, called me out any name. He's never disrespected me, like, with his friends, or he's never entertained anyone outside of, I've never had to deal with that. I'm so blessed. So that's not something I've ever had to fight. And I hope you can say the same thing as well.
Absolutely. And I mean, the key really is just like, I didn't have to get married.
True.
So if I'm going to get married, I might as well do it, like do it 100% and do it with everything. So yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna treat you like a stranger, or call you as if you're a stranger, or act as if you're a stranger around other people, then like I should have just stayed single to do that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And so why not honor you as my spouse? You know, just I mean, there's the spiritual side of it, there's
Hmm.
the emotional side of it, but even just like the logical side of it, like I didn't have to do this, and neither did you,
Right.
you know. And so why not just give it everything that you have.
Yeah. It's like when you go to like a fast food joint and they're like being rude. It's like, you don't have to work here, right? Like
Right.
you could find something
There's
else.
plenty. You don't have to
Like,
see people. You can
yeah, you
do
don't have to
data
give out
entry.
fries. You
Right.
don't have to be upset because I'm asking for extra sauce.
You could be working in some cubicle somewhere. Now
Yeah.
everything's work from home. You don't have to be here. So
Yeah, yeah. And also, like, just being real, when it comes to my fight or flight, I am flight all day. Like, I'll book a ticket in a second. I'm not a good fighter. I'm just not. I don't do well with that because I don't like to fight. I don't like tension. I don't like being sad. I don't like being mad. I don't like seeing you sad or mad, And so,
yeah.
yeah, learning how to fight. And also, too, one big thing, being a united front.
Yes.
Like we are 100% a united front when it comes to conflict and other circumstances or obstacles. We 100% like this is the homie. Like this is the ride or die. I don't have to worry about if this partner is going to run out on me or not. Like I'm not fighting whatever it is by myself. So, okay, next one. Traveling together helps you bond. Yes.
100% agree.
100% agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
We will, like you just said, you'll book a flight in a minute, but that's because we will book a flight in a minute.
Yeah, we will.
On somebody's beach somewhere. So,
Yeah. Y'all should have saw us at Christmas time.
yep.
We were like, so we're leaving.
Was it Christmas Eve or
We left on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went back east.
Yeah.
And and unplanned stayed for the
2.5 weeks.
yeah, we just stayed out there, worked from out there, and then went and watched the ball drop in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
Wet.
And it was well worth it. All right. Next one. Having your own hobby is much needed.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's good to have your own hobby. And I would add to that, it's good to support each other's hobbies.
Yes.
So I definitely was not into pageant anything, model anything, but because my wife is into that, I am into that. Within reason, I'm like, she's now full fledged doing the pageant thing, and I haven't even been out to do anything on the current pageant situation, the thing she's working on, but I'm available if she needs me to be there. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. One of the cool things that we have is we take turns supporting one another's goals. Now, I don't know all the stuff about, what's it called, logic and,
you know enough.
okay, cool. But what I do know is I know how to support. So like what equipment do you need? What kind of mics do you need? What producer stuff do you need to produce the stuff, And I'm really like, I'm praying, y'all, pray with me, that this is the year that we finally get to hear the album. I hear all the music, but he has yet to put his music out. And this is his year. We're supporting his year, his goal. So I am like praying to God that he finally drops the EP. Just drop one.
Okay.
Just drop one song. We'll just start there. Baby steps.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is a great segue. It says, doing something challenging together can be amazing for your marriage.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to say the most challenging thing, like when I read this, the most challenging thing that we've ever done together, for real, is raise kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaquan Show.
Like we successfully got 2 teenagers, graduated and on their way. But it's been rough though. Like let me tell you, parenting will have you out here, like low key with a cardboard box. Like help, anything helps right now. Like for real. I work in behavioral health, doing family support and behavior coaching, and I always say we're a step away. Like I'm no better. This is the same playing field. This is what I do as my career, but we've always been one step away.
That's true.
All right, next one. It is essential. Oh, this would have been a great segue for the last one, but being each other's cheerleader is essential.
Yeah, that's true. It's but even speaking as a person that doesn't necessarily need words of affirmation, I think it is helpful to get encouragement from my wife. Uh, we all have different love languages, but I think we all also have a little bit of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think yeah, it is good to hear encouragement, especially when you're doing something that doesn't necessarily have a playbook and is not really traditional. You need support. So
Yeah.
yeah, so definitely it's good to be a cheerleader and in your own way. Not the most enthusiastic person, but I think I try to like support in the way that I know how. So
Yeah. No, you're a great cheerleader. Front row. He's been saying that since we got married. He has a front row seat to everything, and vice versa. All right, next one. We may not be equal in everything, but that's okay. And it looks like it's referencing money and household chores. So with
mm,
this one, like we're not shy about this. Like if I could, Wayne could stay home. He could be a stay at home dad all day, every day, and he's not shy about that either. So
and I mean one of the reasons why honestly is because just being in the office, I'm in the office to like hold it down. I'm still gonna do what I need to do, but I really do want to pursue non-traditional ways of making a living and providing value for people. So that would be the reason why it would be the dream to be the stay-home dad. She's the company woman.
yeah.
She likes to be, you know, operations manager and all that stuff, but yeah, that's not for me.
Stay at home husband. Yeah. And also, you're just better around the house. You really are. And I've been saying since even before we got married, like, wait till I get my money right. I'm going to take care of you. Like, I still say that because I've always wanted him to pursue music even before we got married. Like, I'll make the money. Just go pursue the dream. I'm here for that. And I'm still here for that. And it's been like, 17 years.
Shaquan Show.
All right. We're coming in for a landing. Next one, we're really good about this one. Treat your partner like a coworker. Can you be at home with your partner all day, every day? And short answer, heck yes. Like we thrived during COVID. Like we had no problem. This is the best coworker. We have a system. I'm not gonna share the system because
Yeah.
some of the coworkers might be watching, but I'm just saying. Like we are not shy about we're great coworkers.
Yeah, it was weird having to go back to the office. It was like, what is this? Like, what about our shows? And yeah, but that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, we'll leave all that.
Shaquan Show.
All right. And the last one, comfortable silence is golden. Like some people struggle with being silent.
Yeah.
Like if it's silent, then that means that there's a problem. But I think we're all right with that one. Even when we get up in the morning, it's just like peace. And you taught me that because, I get up and it's clean, clean. Like I got a drum set going, but I've learned over the years to wake up and wake others up in peace. Like,
yeah. And comfortable silence. Also, I think about not feeling pressured to talk.
Yeah.
Because it's like I think to kind of bring it home for me, the trick is, hey, we're in this for the long haul. So as long as God will have us here, so let's do it. If I'm gonna be here, you're gonna be here, as long as God would have us here. So if we talk this morning, then we do. If we don't, then we don't. So yeah.
I agree. Cool. Well, babe, happy 11th anniversary.
Yes, 11 years. Doesn't feel like it.
Not at all.
Happy 11-year anniversary.
Yeah, this has been great. Like I really genuinely enjoy this trip with you. Like you make it worth it. You really do. And it's fun, and that's the best. The best relationships are the ones, like I said, it's easy and it's a bonus when it's fun. And I genuinely like him, y'all. Like he's my husband, but for real, like we were homies before this. And I would have to say, just like as I come to a close, one of the biggest things, and I feel like it didn't really mention this, but friendship, just being friends. Because if you can be friends at the end of the day, I really truly believe that you can get through anything. And we signed up for this. So I praise God that we get to have fun too. Yeah, and like each other. So, anyways, we just wanted to come on, like I said, and share with you guys what the past 11 years have been like. And I have to say, it has been absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. With that being said, I hope that there was something in here that blesses you or something that you can share with somebody else. But y'all already know, now that you've entered into the Shaquan Show, you have no choice but to grow.